next is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option 1, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
What's good, Creative Fam? Brandon Washington here, and welcome back to another episode of
Brandon.
Uncensored.
That's drippy, bro.
Hey, this is trippy, bro.
That's drippy, bro.
Hey, show what you got.
Oh, we got
Show
it.
what
We
you
out here. We
got.
out here.
Yeah, we out here. Hey, y'all were
That
asking.
black on black.
That black on black. Hey, we got that black on black. We got that black on black. Yo, we are super excited about today's episode. Couple quick announcements. First off, shout out to everybody who gets here early.
Yes.
We see y'all in the chat. What's crazy is during the countdown, we're like getting our stuff like kind of like, finalized and making sure that everything's working, audio's working, all that good stuff. But we see the comments start rolling in. So I got to give a huge shout out, as we always do, to our first comment of the day, Mr. Brandon.
What's up, Brandon?
What's up, brother? And then Logan says, rise and shine. Let's get this Ron. If you know, you know.
Dude.
If you know, you know.
What country?
I don't know.
What country got Ron?
Yeah, what country's got the Ron coming through? Hey, yo, also, real quick.
Romania.
I want to test something. But I got to give a shout out to the Sony gang in the building, because I know y'all going to show up today with a lot of stuff. That's small, bro.
It's so small.
It's so small, bro.
We're trying something new. Can y'all see it?
Can y'all see that? We might have to fix it. We're going to have to fix that.
You might need to be the used to be able to read that.
Yeah, eyes ain't good enough for that. But real talk, super excited. How we make it go away?
We got to go to the clean white.
I'm on the clean white. All right, it's gone. Look, we were trying something new this week. It obviously fell flat, but we're trying to get the comments to show up. But real talk, we're super excited that you guys are in the building. We see y'all showing up early. Sony gang is in here today.
Sony gang. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. I have no idea. Uh-oh. I think I saw something. Oh, know what that means?
Yes.
Oh, is that Sade? No.
Is it?
Sade made it. Hey, that's Sade.
That is Sade. You changed her?
He changed his icon.
He changed it.
Shout out to you, Sade.
Shout
out to you, Sade.
Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do. But yo, real talk, we're super excited that you guys are in here. Shout out, Scott's in the building. Scott, I was just talking to somebody about you yesterday. All good things. Talking to the people over at Core.
Dude, Scott, your V Raptor, he's got the what is it? The crop sensor V Raptor.
Oh, the Rhino.
Yes, the Rhino. It looks beautiful, and your video of the rocket from Elon Musk SpaceX was killer.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know what I like that Scott's been doing lately?
What was that?
The puppet video that he did for Core. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, he made like a music video with a puppet. I showed it to my kid. I was like, you gotta check this out. It was awesome. Carlos in the building. Hey, he says the black on black is dope.
Yes, like it.
I hope y'all like it, because this is our on-set approved uncensored merch. I don't know if it's approved.
Can you imagine showing up to set and they're like, what is uncensored?
Oh, I'll tell you in a second.
What is I'm uncensored?
I'm uncensored. No, real talk. I like it. I like the black on black. I'm gonna rock this on set all the time.
Yes.
Yo, other people topping in. James is in the building. Let's see who else we got in here. Oh, we got some people actually in here for the Sony stuff. They says in the market to buy something like an A7 IV. Should I go for it, or should I wait? Well, we're gonna have a lot to say about Sony.
Yes.
So we're definitely gonna jump into the Sony stuff, and we'll definitely answer some questions when it comes to what you should do in the world of Sony. See Ron in the building.
What's up, Ron?
Hey, some Sony shooters. Someone says I just Customatic says just switched to Sony. Hey, I think you're in good company. I think We'll find out today.
Dude, that would be interesting to know as you guys are typing and doing your comments still. If you've switched, just let us know. Like the first brand that you were with and who you switched to. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Cam says, this show has been my favorite Adderall, warm-up, cabin fever, dog surgery, entertainment. I don't know what any of that means.
Yes.
But I take it all.
Sounds like drugs.
I take it all in stride. Yo, everybody here is tuning in. Dude, we are super excited.
Did I see somebody from Japan?
No, you did. Yeah, did we?
Sony gang.
Sony gang from Osaka. Is that the motherland of Sony? Dang, did I mess it up?
I don't know.
I think
Am I looking it up?
I think Sony is Japanese. I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, we'll have to go back in and cut this out. Scott says, thanks, dude. Starship launch is incredible.
So they are from Japan.
Yes.
And I cannot pronounce the name. Nihon Bashai, Tokyo, Japan.
Hey, I think that sounded good.
Yes, sounds exactly like Sade.
It did not sound racist, which was great. Super chat from Mr. Cam Mackey. He says Z8 over the A1 II. Ooh,
yeah, I would definitely say R5 II over the A1 II.
Hey, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're still hearing what you guys have to say.
Oh, hold on. Let's drop some coin.
Let's
drop some coin.
Oh, we gotta drop that coin for Cam Mackey.
Yes, thank you, Cam.
Thank you, Cam Mackey, for that $5 super chat. We really appreciate that. Drop the Bitcoin for him.
Yes.
All right. Let's see what y'all shooting on. Ice Trey Bray says been with Nikon.
Never switched.
Russell says Canon, then Fuji, then Sony, and finally Nikon. Bro,
Russell's rich.
Bro. Either that or he's just been running the game.
He's good on the resale market.
Yeah, he's got it down. Giovanni says switch from Fuji to Nikon. What's up?
Hey, brands, we know you're in here. Take note. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is some market research for y'all.
Yeah. Scott gives us the translation. Cam likes the show. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah. Sade says, was Nikon Z30. Now I'm a 6700 Sony switch. Sony gang.
So he sent me a reel on Instagram, and bro, I told him this on the DM, but I'm gonna tell it to you live. Colors look great.
Yeah.
And I don't often say that about Sony, but colors look great.
Now, if you know what you're doing, you can make almost all these cameras look really good at this point. Now, one thing that we did talk about, we talked to you guys about this. Well, what was it, last week or week before last? Me and Jarrell, we love doing this show every single week. We absolutely love doing this show. And we had a couple people in the chat say like, oh, that'd be really cool if y'all did some bonus streams and did some extra stuff. And so you'll notice now, first off, hopefully if you're watching this live, you are a subscriber. Let's hope that you are a subscriber. So please definitely hit that subscribe button.
And hit that like button.
But what's really dope, oh my gosh. y'all killing it with the super chats right now. You got me distracted. Let's acknowledge the super chats.
Yes, because one of them we're dancing for.
Oh yeah. Oh, are we dancing?
Well, we got to dance.
We got to dance. First off, Kenneth with the $5 super chat. He says, "You already know what I'm with. I'll never switch."
Canon fan people for life.
I think he calls you a traitor on a regular basis.
He does, but Kenneth. I think Kenneth just has a good sense of humor.
So shout out to you, Kenneth. We appreciate that super chat. Also, Mr. Ice Trey Bray. Is that how you say it? Ice Trey Bray? I think that's right.
Ice Trey Bray.
Hey, we going with it. Ice Trey Bray says, first live, found your videos this morning. Wow.
And starting off with the super chat.
Setting
the bar high.
Hey, we appreciate that. For your first time here, hopefully you know what happens when you drop a $10 super chat.
I don't think he knows.
Hey, chat, let him know what happens when you drop that $10 super chat.
Make sure you all do it.
Hey, everybody with us. Let's get it.
Oh, turn that up, Brandon. Can you turn that up?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to turn that up.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Ice Trey Bray with the $10 super chat. We really appreciate that.
We do.
Everybody's, man, y'all are hitting them quick. But yo, Oh my gosh, Logan. Logan hit it. Hey, in case y'all didn't know, the last bonus stream we did, we were watching the Logan Paul Mike Tyson fight, and yeah, if you were there, you caught some.
You got some extra cheeks.
You got those extra.
Not any of our cheeks.
Not our cheeks. No, but hey, when you're Tyson,
when did we stand and dance?
Oh, that was last week. That was from Brandon. That was Brandon's fault. That was Brandon's fault.
Ron says dance. The way that turns to be like, I don't know if I want to dance no more. Dance.
Yeah, bro, y'all are demanding. Y'all hit those $10 super chats and y'all like, not dance. But what I was getting to is we have actually decided to open up memberships for the first time on this channel. Now, the only reason why we came up with this was because we did want to do some bonus streams. We also have some stuff that we want to like test out that we're not sure if we're going to bring it to the full stream yet. But Jarrell and I, y'all gonna have to help us out here. I think we did a terrible job at making this video. I do. I think we did a terrible job at this video. But Jarrell and I made a video, and I think it turned out okay, you know? So we want to let you guys know that we officially have Super Chat. So if you are not Super Chat, sorry, we officially have memberships, and we have some different pros and reasons why you may want to sign up. There are a few different tiers. Ultimately, we love hanging out with you guys, so we want to be able to elevate that and continue to elevate the stream as much as we can. So if you are subscribed, down below now you'll see there's a little join button. You can tap that button, become a member, and we're immediately going to be able to see it in the actual chat itself. We'll have a couple things set up for you guys. But Jarrell, let's show the people our terrible membership video. Go again. All right. I'm ready.
All right.
What's good, Creative Fam? Why are you so close?
Why are you looking for the monitor?
I don't. I can't stop. Hey, what's good, Creative Fam?
What's up?
Hey.
I'm still just looking at the monitor. We got something to launch today.
Yep.
Membership.
I was going to say that.
Oh.
Do it again.
We're launching membership.
No, I'm supposed to say...
We're launching...
membership. Okay, wait. How long is this video?
Oh, I don't know.
30 seconds?
No, I don't know. How long are they going to watch a please give us money video?
Look, we are so excited about these memberships because we actually came out with 3 different tiers. That way you can figure out whichever one is best for you.
Absolutely. The first one is lights.
Well, you got to say all of them together because they only make sense.
Camera. Action.
Why should they join the membership?
Why should you join the membership? Oh, you shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. Do whatever you want.
In the first tier, lights.
You get emojis.
And you get loyalty badges.
So every time you comment, people know how long you've been a member.
Exactly. And we have special emojis that only members can use. So if you use them, you'll be able to represent whether you are a Canon fan people, Lumix gang, Sony gang. You'll let the people know.
And you'll also get a shout out on the live stream.
Absolutely.
Yep.
The next tier is actually called camera. And this is where you actually unlock a little bit more. So first, you're gonna get discounts on merch. So this merch, as my kids call it, the drip.
Yes.
The youths.
The future college fund.
Yes, my youths call this drippy right here. So you get discounts on this, and you also are gonna get a special shout out when you comment. We're gonna be able to acknowledge that on the live stream.
And sometimes we do membership live private streams that are totally normal, not weird. You get to be a part of it. What is it? Lights, camera, action. What do they get with action?
Okay. With action, you get access to our monthly coaching live streams. These are totally different than the other live streams we do.
When do you get live streams? When do you get live streams? What do I get for free? Live streams. If it's for you, sign up.
Yep. And if you're not, you know, keep hanging out with us on Fridays. We still love hanging out with you. Did we do it?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Awesome. Somewhere in there, just edit.
So Ice Trey. I think you first have it, Brandon. I'm a take over for Brandon because he's dying over here. Ice Trey, just in case you're like, hey, where do I sign up? Where do I sign up to join? First, you got to be a subscriber. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but the join button is right. That's so blown out. The join button is right underneath the video. We appreciate your guys' support. Obviously, it takes a lot to be able to do this, and we love hanging out with y'all. And so if y'all love hanging out with us more, man, we'd love for you guys to join.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've never done memberships even on my main channel. So I'm not I hope the button's there. I hope the button's there.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely try to get that set up. Andy says I'm getting multiple ads in the middle of the stream. We gotta figure out how to fix that.
Yes.
Yeah. See if log in and see if you can just turn it off.
Let me see.
Or maybe we could just like turn off monetization during the actual live stream. I'm not sure how it works. So yeah, hopefully, Colton says that was so funny. It might just work. Maybe it'll work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we just want to hang out with you guys a bit more. And so if you're able to support the channel, support the stream, we really appreciate that. We also love you guys' support via the super chats. We love hanging out with you guys. But all right, Jarrell, you ready to hop into the first story of the day?
So the reason why you guys are here is because a flagship was just birthed. It would just birth into the world.
What is that?
I don't know. Who's here just out of curiosity for the Sony A1 II? Who is excited about it? Because I have a feeling that Brandon's about to go in. I feel like Cam Mackey is going to go in. But before they go in, and maybe they don't, I'm assuming, but before they go in, I want to know who's excited about the A1 II. Okay, just let us know in the chats. You're here for it. You're thinking about buying. You're just talking. Let us know. But Brandon, can you just tell me your thoughts about the A1 II when it dropped?
Well,
or was announced?
I think before we do that, let's pull up the specs.
Okay.
Let's pull up the specs. I want to come to this camera with a hey, this is uncensored, so don't get mad at us, all right? Look, I legitimately want to come to this camera with a clear mind, a clear idea of what Sony was trying to do.
Yep.
So before we trash it, and I'm not saying we're gonna trash it.
I'm neutral.
I want let's talk about the specs first, and then let's also talk about what actually changed.
Okay. A 50 megapixel full frame stacked CMOS sensor, which I have heard, not confirmed. It is the same sensor from the Sony A1. Okay.
Yeah.
8K 30, 4K 120, 10-bit. Is that new or is that old?
That's new. That says Chris just. Are you talking about this? Or are you talking about what you're saying?
Oh, no. That's new.
That's new. Hey, we've never seen this before.
Dude, Chris Scott, you are the very first member of Uncensored.
Hey,
we would like to immortalize this moment.
Yes. We're going to immortalize this moment. What is that? That's something new. You got to wait to figure out how that works.
Chris, thank you.
Shout out to you, Chris.
So, 8K 30.
Yes.
4K 120. All right. It's got pre-capture and a speed boost button. Dude, one thing that I've heard that's really good about this is the EVF. It is a 9.44 million dot EVF with a 240 refresh rate. They said it's true to life.
Look, when you talk about Sony, there's a lot of things you can say.
Yes.
They make amazing PlayStations.
Yes.
They make amazing TVs.
Yes.
So them having the technology to make a really good screen.
Why is it taking so long?
Why is it taking so long? Look, I know we bash Panasonic for a lot of things. Maybe they should get back to making TVs. So then that way their EVS will be better. I don't know.
Wow.
Just keep going.
Wild.
I'll let you keep going.
Wild. I would hit the hot take button, but it's already been hit. Okay. And then probably the most notable thing since then, the AI chip for human tracking and AI and autofocus and that sort of stuff, that's been upgraded. And it is a maybe 3-stop boost in IBIS. That's the big things.
Yes. So before I destroy this, this is actually really important. This is the reason why we do the show live,
Yes.
because we actually want to talk with you guys, and we love when you guys like catch us on our mistakes.
Mhm.
I gotta pull something back. Our first member was actually JR Media House, and that is huge.
Dude,
That is huge because JR, we see you every single week.
100%.
Early too. And so my mistake for missing that, but we appreciate
You are the first member now.
You are the first member. You are the first member, and we appreciate you for that.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, we are going to feel very near and dear to the top 10.
Yeah.
I'm just like, we're going to love any, if you're the 300th member, we're going to love you. But JR, you're number one.
Yes. All right. So here's my take quickly. Here's my quick take on the new Sony.
Mhm.
Okay. I believe that it is, in a vacuum,
Mhm.
the best. Okay, hear me clearly.
Mhm.
It is the best flagship currently on the market.
What vacuum are we in? Explain this vacuum.
So when you look at just the camera,
All flagships?
yes, looking at the flagships, but I'm talking about when you judge the Sony A1 II
Mhm.
by itself.
Mhm.
Currently, I don't think Panasonic has a better flagship.
Okay.
I don't think Canon has a defined flagship.
Mhm.
And I will probably say that the closest competitor is probably Nikon's Z9.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like the Z9 is very close.
Mhm.
And like what's crazy is like the Z9's been out for 2 years almost.
Mhm.
I think that Sony did a really good job with this to be their flagship.
Mhm.
I think the problem that Sony is having, and I'm very interested to hear your take on this, is the problem that I think that Canon's probably going to have next year
Mhm.
is that their last generations of cameras are so good.
Mhm.
The A1, the FX3, A7S III, the A7 IV, even though it has a really slow readout, so maybe not that one.
Jello.
But the A7R, their last iteration of cameras are so good, they might be in a state of where there's just not enough technology to fully justify a upgrade.
Mhm.
But they know they got to release cameras in order to make stock owners happy.
Mhm.
But I think this is also why we're just seeing a bunch of software updates for a lot of cameras, because there's not a whole lot to actually do.
Mhm.
So even though in a vacuum, I think that the A7 IV or the A7 I II is a great camera,
Mhm.
it doesn't live in that vacuum.
Yes.
And so all you can do is say, oh, well, how does it compare to the last model? How does it compare to other cameras? And that's where I think a lot of Sony shooters in particular, because I don't think most other people actually really care,
Mhm.
because the truth is that this camera is probably out of the price range of 85% of the market. And then 5% of the market that could afford it probably has better options elsewhere. So there's really only maybe 10% of people who are really looking at this camera actually plan on actually buying it.
Mhm.
Those people are going to look at last year's model. Maybe they're already owners of last year's model, or maybe they're on one of the other Sony cameras and they're thinking about going up to the flagship.
Mhm.
I don't think that when they look at it outside of that vacuum, that's the only time where I look at this camera and like people are like, you didn't do anything. This is really like a 1.5 upgrade, right? Like it's not a true update when it comes to a brand new camera. I think that eventually, like this camera will, once it gets into the hands of photographers, no one's going to be mad about it. Everyone's going to like it. It's a good camera, but it's just tough when you have to look at the other cameras in the market, especially its predecessor, and you got to ask yourself, so you put it in a better body
Mhm.
and you gave it better autofocus? But who was complaining about last year's autofocus? Like the last camera's autofocus.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people are really upset. I'm not really super upset because I'm not buying.
Yeah.
But when I look at the camera, I do see why Sony shooters are upset. But like at the same time, Sony has worked really, really hard to like own the mirrorless market as much as they can. But now they're kind of at the top of like the ceiling, and there's not a lot of room to go. And I think that's where a lot of people are frustrated.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I'm going to start off light on my opinion because for whatever reason, I go back and watch the clips or the replay of the stream, and I'm like, man, it sounds like I'm going hard on Sony. I will say this feels like the best Sony camera to date in the mirrorless line. This is a true flagship. It's nice. I think if you didn't own an A1 Mark I, this camera's a no-brainer. If it does what you need it to do and you have the money, it's going to be incredible. It begins to get a little confusing for me if you're an A1 Mark I owner.
Yeah.
Does it justify an upgrade to the A1 II? It feels like to me, with the same sensor in an AI chip, like you said, nobody was complaining about autofocus before. Maybe people didn't love the EVF in the screen, so that's kind of nice. Maybe they didn't love the ergonomics, but is that worth $6,500? Ugh. So I would say, I think a lot of people, if you're buying it, I think you're absolutely going to be happy with it. Looks like it's going to be great photo and video. You're not going to have any quality issues. If it looks like trash, you might be trash. Not our audience. Our audience is highly educated.
Yes. They know what they're
educated.
doing. They know what they're doing.
But if you just buy this camera and it looks like trash, it's probably on you. I'm just going to put that there. But I will say this for me. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. As a Canon fan person, all right? The Canon R5 Mark II. We just read out those specs, right?
Yeah.
50 megapixels.
Yeah.
Okay. The R5 II has 45. 5 less megapixels. Are you really going to notice that? Probably not. Okay. Check this out. That upgraded A1, not A1, Sony A1, but that top tier autofocus in the R1 and the R5 Mark II. Are we really going to tell a difference in the autofocus between the two? Probably not. It shoots, the A1 Mark II shoots 8K 30.
Yeah.
What is the R5 II shooting? 8K 60 raw internal?
Yeah.
The big thing. How much is the A1 Mark II? $6,500. And the R5 Mark II is $4,300. That's kind of and this is where we just get a little bit hotter. Sony has to release a Burano.
Are you making a hot take?
Sure.
Are you hitting a hot take?
Sure, you can hit it.
Hey, it's a hot take.
Sony has to release a Burano. It's necessary. They have to do innovation with the A9 III. It's necessary. They need a flagship. It's necessary. Ain't nobody want those cameras.
I don't think no one wants those cameras.
The people.
No, it's not for everybody.
The people.
I agree with you. I don't think that this camera is for everyone. Here's my take, though, when it comes to flagships. You are right. If you compare the A1 II to the R5 for Canon, it's about the same, right? They're very similar to each other. But it's a different type of ladder. And that's like kind of where like I've got onto Nikon about this before. I've got onto Sony about it. I've got onto Canon about it. I think as users within an ecosystem, it helps to have a ladder and a very clear space. Apple has killed it in the technology space.
Yep.
These camera brands like Nikon this year has sort of helped pad out their ecosystem where it's like, oh, you have Z9, you have Z8, you have Z6 III, then you have Z7, and then it's like moving on down, right? Sony got in trouble for a long time for releasing way too many cameras that, the most expensive camera didn't have this feature, didn't have that feature because they came out with a cheaper camera later that had more features in it.
Yeah.
So I think this was their sort of like response to that, where it's like, all right, look, our flagship now, our last sensor trumps everybody else's sensor that's currently on the market, right?
Yep.
So because it trumps everybody else's on the market, we need to use that sensor again because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
We know that's the reason.
Yep.
But we need to throw all these new AI features in here, and we need to improve the ergonomics because, well, we got a bunch of what was the global shutter camera?
The A9 III.
The A9. We got a bunch of A9 III bodies that ain't going nowhere. So we got to figure out how to do something
But
with
Brandon, do you really trust? Do you really trust that Sony next year's not going to release what the A7 V? Is that it?
That should be the next one on the roadmap.
That's not going to have a feature that the A1 II is going to have?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't really trust that.
I don't really trust that.
What does the audience have to say? And oh my gosh, we have some more members. Before we shout them out, though, we should go up to make sure we don't have.
Oh no, I'm up. We have a
you're
lot
already
more
up.
down. Yeah,
Carlos is the third member of
I think so.
Uncensored.
I think so.
I think so. I don't know. Don't listen
we're
to
trying. We're trying.
Thank you, Carlos.
Y'all are awesome. Y'all are hopping in so quick. Colton with the membership.
Thank you,
Shout out.
sir.
Andy with the membership. Shout out to you, sir. Logan. Is Logan a use?
Yeah, he's a use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Logan with one. Robert with one. Yo, y'all are awesome.
Andy, you are premium now.
And Andy is premium. We can see when members comment, and so that's going to be super easy for us to make sure we go to those. He says, "Am I Pro Max in the stream?"
You
now?
are that. What's the high end Apple chip?
The
Ultra.
The Ultra.
You are Ultra.
Yeah, you are Ultra. Ron is now a member. Shout out to you, Ron, as well. So yeah, so Logan, we're gonna get to that here in just a second. Logan actually commented and he says, "I'm more excited about the 28 to 70 f2." I'm gonna get to that here in just a moment. But
oh my gosh,
you guys are amazing. Shout out to Tony.
We just know we've been talking for too long.
We have, obviously. Good. Malone just became a member.
Mahomes, you are the 11th or 12th member.
We love all of you.
We can't count.
We can't. Preston in the building.
You know what? Brandon was like, before the stream he was like, man, I know Preston's gonna sign up. I just know. we rock with you, Preston.
Hey, he says he's Lumix gang though.
Lumix gang.
Hey, that's all right.
Well,
wait, I wonder if that's is he doing this? I can't see our custom.
Oh, let's see.
Emojis.
Oh.
You're gonna have to let us know about the custom emojis.
Oh yeah. Lumix gang.
All right.
I see it.
So here's my thought when it comes to this camera. As great as this camera is, right? And don't get me wrong, I think that the A1 II is a phenomenal camera. I think that it will sort of restructure like the bodies that we will see from Sony going forward. Like, you have to imagine that this new body style, they put it in the what is it? I always forget
the A9 III.
The A9 III.
You can't.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Bro.
We're gonna see this in the A7s.
You put this in your $6,000 cameras,
and
you're gonna let it go down?
Oh, they did it every year. They did it with the last set of A7s.
I would be pissed.
No, you're not getting the same sensor. You're not getting the same specs,
I know.
The body.
But the body, is it. When you got that 1DX Mark II, people were like, "Oh dang, he legit now." That R3, that R1, bro, you better keep that body out of them little mirrorless. Bro, that's wild.
They're gonna put it in there. It will be
wild.
in the A7.
I'm switching. I ain't never going to Sony, bro. I wasn't.
What you doing?
Let's take it back.
What you doing?
We'll take it back.
What you doing?
We'll take it back.
Look,
Chris, don't do it. Don't switch to Sony. They are gonna take all your money and then they're gonna give it away. They're the Robin Hood. I'm just playing. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I'm out here going so hard on Sony. Sony, if you're still in the chat, just know. We love you.
Yeah. No, look, we do. We do love Sony. And like, I actually think that this camera I think that, like, I'm glad that Sony's continuing to innovate, especially because they're one of the few that I think is really still pushing their flagship.
Yep.
Panasonic hasn't pushed a flagship in a while.
Yep.
Nikon Z9 is kind of old at this point, but what's crazy is it's still holding up.
Yes.
But here's the thing. When we look at this camera, it's hilarious that it got immediately overshadowed by the new lens.
Oh, yeah.
The 28-70 is probably the thing I'm the most excited about from Sony because, truth be told, I didn't know if they could make a Zoom 2.0 lens with their E-mount. I thought it didn't open up enough to let enough light in to drop down to a 2.0. So that's going to be really interesting to see what they're able to do in the future. Now,
I got somewhat triggered this week.
Okay. Oh.
I got a little triggered this week.
You gonna call him out by name?
No. No satisfaction here.
Call him out.
Oh, okay.
Call him out.
Well, hey, so Armando, I don't know if you watch Uncensored, but in case you watch Uncensored, there's this thing that YouTubers do.
Oh,
just in general.
You just triggered every YouTuber on the platform.
Cam Mackey. This is something that YouTubers will do because I don't even think that you care like that. Like you're like, oh, maybe you do. Maybe you do think that the Canon version of the 28-70 is less superior than the Sony one. But he was out here like, man, using that old tech in the lenses, and I immediately went to go comment, and then I'm like, nah, you almost got me. Anyways, bro, the Canon 28-70 pioneered the game, first to launch, and it is beautiful. It's huge. I like it being big. It's beautiful. When people see that lens, man, it sounds like I'm shilling. We ain't got no affiliate links in when people see that lens, they're like, ooh, you're professional. That makes me want to sound like Vu.
Professional.
So anyways, Sony, thank you for copying Canon, and it looks good.
No, I will say the fact that they made it it's like a whole pound lighter.
Yeah,
definitely
that is cool.
That is really nice because I will say, even if though the lens still looks professional, dude, I used to get like I'm gonna go back a little bit. When I used to shoot on my 1DX Mark II and my 70-200, this is when I was working at a local university, U of H.
Yeah.
I would be running around doing events with that thing for like hours. Tell me why I wasn't getting back pain. That's when I switched to using. That's when I switched back to using like Pelican cases. I was like, I can't keep carrying this stuff.
Yes.
So I will say that the Sony's new lens, amazing.
Yeah.
Great innovation. I'm actually happy to see what else they can do when it comes to innovation with their lenses. But I do want to see how this new flagship technology slowly works its way into the other cameras, because
that's dope for everyone.
I mean, that helps everybody in the long run. All right, now, few things I need to address.
Have we seen a single Sony A1 II comment? Oh, we got this just happened to be the first one that we saw. The A1 II is the biggest disappointment, and Sony revealed. Dang.
That's
William, what do you shoot on? Because you be sounding like a Canon fan person.
Shots fired from the chat. Shots fired from the chat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's see what Rainey said.
Rainey says, here you go. Go ahead.
The Sony A1 II was released too early. They should have released the A7 IV for the holiday season instead. Way more revenue, in my opinion.
I'm inclined to fully agree with that.
Dude.
I said that when we were like, which camera are they going to drop? Because we knew they had to drop one of the two, right? So I 100% agree with that. I feel like the A7 IV or A7 V definitely should have been the one that was released for the holiday season.
Yes.
It would have gotten way more sales. I think it's more of the everybody's camera.
If they would have swapped, the A1 II could have won Camera of the Year in 2025.
Could have.
They could have released it at NAB, and it could have been just like the Verano.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw the super chat.
Hey, Ron. Brandon, we getting that Ron.
Oh, we getting that Ron today.
Adrian, are you from Romania?
Is that where Ron is from?
I Googled it.
Oh, okay.
We getting that Ron today.
Hey, we getting that Ron. I don't know how to how to convert that.
Let's see. We need to know if we need to dance or not.
Okay. While he converts that, a few quick things. One, when it comes to the memberships, I figured out a few things. You may or may not be able to see the join button if you're on mobile. I think that has something to do with Apple taking like 30% of everything that comes through. So you may or may not be able to see that if you're on mobile. Second, for everyone who's like, where is the Black Magic Gang for the emojis? So it's weird.
You're a red user now.
No, they're not a red user now.
I'm just lying.
No, when you sign up to start memberships, you can only start with, I think, a few emojis. So next week, once you actually get 2 members, you can add more emojis.
Oh, dope.
So next week, I am making the commitment, even though, is next week my birthday?
Yes.
Okay, so next week for my birthday episode, I will make sure that you guys have Black Magic Gang. Who else we missed? Fuji Gang. Who else did I leave out? I don't know.
Oh, the Mavo Gang.
Mavo? Who's Mavo?
Kinfinity Gang. The Mavo too?
They not here. Josh not here this week.
The Zcam Gang.
Josh ain't here this week. Oh, Nikon's not in there either. We gave him red, but we'll put Nikon in there. But yeah, we'll definitely get you guys.
We're sorry that you had to wait. We're sorry.
Yeah,
we're sorry.
We can't make. We got to have something for next week. It's planned obsolescence.
we chose, and we're sorry that we made you wait.
Yeah, but
hey, Cam Mackey, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Armando's comment. And Armando, good video. I just almost fell into the trap. Guess what, Brandon?
What's that?
$49.99 Ron's is $10.46 in US dollars. So it looks like,
you know what that means?
It looks like everybody in the chat.
Hey, y'all better put your hands up.
Everybody in the chat.
Put your hands up.
Put on that meme face. Dude, you know what's wild?
What?
Members and super chat. That's wild.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Hey, shout out to you guys. I did see a new membership come through. I don't know how to pronounce that. I love you though.
AF Seal.
AF Seal. We appreciate you.
You are the 15th or 18th member.
We love you. We love you. JR says, Ron is back.
Ron is back.
Ron is back.
And as Logan said at the top of the stream, we getting that Ron.
Yes. All right, so let's pull through a couple of these because we do have a few members who have sent through some chats, so we want to make sure we acknowledge these. This one coming in from Preston. He says the A1 II finally got Sony to Lumix comparable IBIS. You just got to spend $7,000 to get it.
I did see, the guy who sometimes does videos with Gerald Undone. I don't know.
Okay.
He did a walking vlog, and I will have to say that IBIS looked nice on the A1 II.
Yeah.
It looked nice.
So that's one of those things where I'm like, those are the type of technologies that I will see like kind of work their way down because like the IBIS, the autofocus, the body with the extra mappable button on the front.
Yeah, the speed boost.
Yeah, the speed. Those are going to be things that we should see, and that might be. And I'm going to make this statement now. I could be wrong here, but I believe that's why we saw the flagship first. Because if you see all these new things in the A7 IV first, and then you put them in the A1 II, you're pissed.
Yeah.
You're like, you got a $2,000,
I think people are pissed either way, but
I mean,
but it does make more sense that you get it first.
Yes. You should get it first if you're playing flagship money. So I think we're going to see these things in future videos. And I got you, Gustavo. He says, don't forget iPhone Gang.
iPhone Gang.
Gotcha. Mark in the building. New member.
You are the 27th member, Mark.
You're just pulling numbers. You have no idea. He says, Lumix use. Ron says Lumix use. Oh, and DJI Ronin 4D. Yo, send me a picture with you with a Ronin 4D, and I'll make the emoji.
Tony Kellen.
Send it. But yes, we'll have better ones there.
Zcam Squad. They want their emoji, bro. Zcam Squad. They don't even want to be gang. They want to be a squad.
They're squad. Well, that's like Black Magic is Black Magic Mafia.
Gang is indicative of large numbers. Squad is indicative of... That is a shade. This is not Sade. This is...
Did you say this is not Sade.
It's not Sade.
Oh,
Pentax.
no.
That's where we draw the line.
I draw the line at Pentax.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. But yeah, we're real like on God. We're definitely gonna upgrade those. We're having a blast hanging out with you guys. We're just gonna. I feel like he says Dunna did it. What did Dunna do? I don't see. Is Dunna in here? I don't think Dunna's in here. But yo, at the end of the day, I look at what Sony's doing. I'm happy with it.
Yes.
I'm happy with it, and I want them to keep pushing I want them to keep pushing. You know, I think now for sure we've got a real shot at getting a solid A7 IV, because the A7 IV, like as someone who like the A7 III, when I talk about switching, the A7 III made me buy. I bought two as a Canon shooter. The A7 III made me buy. I bought two A7 IIIs. I ended up selling one, held on to one for a while, and then eventually ended up selling it. But that camera made me switch.
You know what would get me to buy a Sony?
What's that?
An FX3 Mark II.
A really good FX3 Mark II could do it.
Dude, don't A1 to it.
Yeah.
Don't put no 4K in it. Don't do no external RAW. Don't do that. Bump up to 6K. Not that it's necessary.
Yeah.
But it would feel good on the wallet. And give us some of that AI. Remain low light king. I might be thinking.
You might be thinking.
Yes.
Well, before we move on to our next topic, because Jarrell's absolutely gonna eat the next topic up, we got a few more super chats.
Ooh.
This one's coming in from River. He says, Nikon Z6 III needs more love. It's got 12-bit RAW. It has better frame rates than the Black Magic, while also being a great photo camera.
Dude, River, I don't know if you've been on the stream over the last couple weeks, but we have been continually talking about this deal on B&H.
Yeah.
The Z6 III is already a 6K 60 monster camera priced at $2,500. There is nothing in its arena. Nothing to its left, nothing to its right. Then Nikon went and dropped it $200. It is sitting at $2,300 as the best in class at $2,300. It makes no sense. River, we agree with you.
Yes.
And while we agree with you, we're going to dance for you. This is just for you, River. This is not weird.
We're not dancing because we agree, although we do. We're dancing because it's a super. We appreciate that.
Yes. Not weird at all.
Another super chat came in from Shoutout. He says, "Can we meme my name, please?" You know what?
Dude.
We got to figure that out.
Dude, we will figure something out.
I don't know
bro.
what we're going to do, but we're going to figure that out.
You have become a staple of the show.
You have. You have to be here every week, though. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, good thing. We don't dance for $5.
We don't dance for $5.
But you know what we will do for $5?
King says, thanks for admitting that we are still the low light king. LOL. Hey, drop it.
Hey, we don't dance for $5, but
we'll make it rain.
$5 is
make
$5.
It rain. We make it rain that Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to Sony dropping this new camera and this new lens, what'd you say?
Cam.
What'd he say? Oh, go ahead.
Cam Mackey says, "I've been using the Z6 like crazy. The RAW is crazy noisy, but the color fidelity is amazing for mirrorless."
That is interesting. He's dealing with noise in the Z6.
Yeah, I've heard from a birdie that it needs that noise reduction. It needs it.
That little bird. Oh, okay. Now, here's the deal. When it does come to Sony's new release, I have a theory here. Okay, this might be a little bit of a hot take. All right, I'm gonna change the lights for this.
Yes.
This is gonna be a hot take for all of you guys. I am convinced that these camera brands,
Uh-huh.
like when we see these leaks
Yeah.
coming out, I'm convinced that there's somebody who has like a role in these companies
Mhm.
that are like, you are director of leaking information.
100%.
Because this week should have been Sony week.
Yes.
It should have been all about Sony, right?
100%.
When we look at RJ, when we look at the Canon side of these things, Canon, we knew, or at least we were under the impression
Mhm.
that we were going to get a Canon camera this month.
Yes.
Sources told us that we were getting a Canon camera this month. Technically, do they still have time? Sure. But it's
Yes.
very close to Black Friday to
Yes.
announce a new camera,
Yes.
right? But what we did get is a leak that a camera body that I have personally invested my own money in,
Mhm.
which is the Canon R3,
Mhm.
which we thought, because the R1 came out and then the the R6 Mark II,
Mhm.
and now the rumored R6 Mark III is going to be getting the sensor from the R3.
Mhm.
I was pretty much convinced that the R3 was dead.
Nope.
But apparently, that is not the case.
So it's so interesting because someone had gone up to Canon during one of the major trade shows and they asked, is the R3 lineup dead? And some of the Canon representatives were just very like, no, it's not. We're not done with it yet. And it was so funny because we kind of felt like this, both of us, Brandon, of like, where can they go from here? Like, the R1 is the flagship.
Supposed to be.
And then you have the R5. And if the R6 Mark III rumored camera, if it's set to try to compete with the Z6 Mark III, it's got to at least go up to 6K. So if the R3 does 6K, if the R6 does 6K, if the R5 Mark II does 8K, what need other than extended battery life and maybe better, longer run times because the camera's a little bit bigger? Like, what need do we have for an R3? Well,
I got to give you your credit on this.
Some professional leaks.
You said that you announced, you brought to the show that Canon was working on a new sensor. And this was 4 months ago?
Yes.
At least 4 months ago, that Canon was working on a new sensor. And I said, we ain't going to see that sensor for a while.
Yes.
In fact, I wasn't even sure if they were going to put it in a consumer camera. I thought it might go in like one of those telescope cameras that they make for enterprise and stuff. But the current rumor states that Canon will be bringing a global shutter camera, a global shutter sensor, and putting that into the R3. And I've got to say, if this is the plan, yo, I'm here for it.
Dude, I think it's so crazy. Like, brands, you kind of said this with the A1 too. If we look at it in a vacuum, the reality is brands are not in a vacuum. When Pixis drops a $3,000 camera, when Red drops the Komodo from $10,000 to $7,000, when Nikon drops a Z6 III at $2,300, 6K 60, when Sony drops an A9 III global shutter, Canon has to respond. Nikon has to respond. Or it'll be like the last 5 or 6 years where Sony comes out, hits it hard, takes the market share, and Canon and Nikon are kind of a little bit behind.
Now, at the beginning of the year, when we first started this show, which is crazy to think, we've been doing this show for almost a year at this point. Wild.
Yes.
Never missed a Friday.
Because so much has happened in this year.
Yes. And shout out to y'all who've been rocking with us for this whole year.
Absolutely.
But I said at the beginning of this year, one of the technologies that I would love to see become standardized across all camera brands.
In fact, you said it like this. This will be the year of the
global shutter.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy that last week we talked about Nikon and Red's leaked, rumored, partial global shutter sensor.
Yeah.
So it's clear that Nikon cares about global shutter.
Yes.
Sony obviously is investing in global shutter with the A9 III.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have Canon stepping into the ring with the global shutter. I stand on this. I don't think that the average consumer will understand the benefits of global shutter.
Mm-hmm.
But as someone who shoots on a Komodo X, shot originally on the OG Komodo, and also now has the Raptor X, there is just something different about global shutter. Now, I have been educated on the technology of it, and I'll be fully transparent. Still don't fully understand it. It's way above my head.
Scott.
Yes, talk to Scott, talk to somebody. Like I've talked to Red, and they explained it to me, and like I get it, but I'm not a scientist. I didn't do well in science, right?
Yeah.
So I just like give it to me and let me make cool stuff with it.
Yeah.
But there is a difference when you have global shutter. I 100% believe that the future of sensor technology is global, and these brands are going to be racing to be able to implement not only a quality global shutter, because we all know when you do go to global shutter, you are going to end up sacrificing a little bit of dynamic range unless you're Red, because you have some type of secret sauce. And Nikon was like, we don't want to develop it. We'll buy it. Everybody else has to figure it out. So I do think that in the future, global shutter will be the standard, not just for high end, but I'm talking like 3 years down the road. I think even our entry-level cameras will have global shutter, because as a user, your photos, your videos are better when they are shot on global shutter. You don't have to deal with rolling shutter. You don't have to deal with warped bats or like tennis rackets that are bending. Like all that stuff goes away. Golf clubs, all those things that these partial stack sensors are trying to fix, these lens corrections are trying to fix, that Lightroom is trying to fix in post. All those things get fixed when you actually shoot with the global shutter. And we actually had a super chat come in from Mark. What's up, brother? He coming in from Canada.
Oh, I was going to say, that's such a specific number that you gave.
Hey, he's coming in with the super chat, and he's letting y'all know. He's putting his money where his mouth is. He says, global shutter for the win. I'm not sure what that translates into. Are we dancing? Are we dancing, Terrell? Let me know.
I'm looking.
Okay, let me know. But I do believe that global shutter.
Shoot, you were 70 cents, Mark. Below the $10. Should we dance?
I don't care.
That's okay.
Because it's you, Mark. We appreciate it. And you put money on my point. So I appreciate that.
Yes.
Global shutter is the win. I agree with it.
I need some more dance moves, Brandon.
Yeah, yo. we got to hire a choreographer to help us out. Now this is oh wait, you had a point.
No, yeah. You can bring up Fel.
Okay.
So we've been holding the GFX Eterna to the fire. We've been holding other camera brands to the fire. Don't be coming out with no global shutter R3 at no $8,000-$9,000, Canon. I would love to see that sensor technology, but learn from the A9 III. Too expensive. Okay. I'm not going to say that it performs worse dynamic range. I'm not saying that the camera or the image looks bad, but I feel like you've got to at least match what the R3 did with a partially stacked sensor. Like you can't go backwards. I don't think anybody wants to get less and trade off for no rolling shutter. So I don't know what that price needs to be. Do you remember what you paid for the R3?
I don't. It's been a while.
Let's see. Right now, the Canon R3 is going for $55. It's probably reasonable. Gosh. I mean, I guess sports people would definitely buy a global sensor, like sports camera that just ran 120 frames per second. It would just run. They probably would. 55 probably works. It's just so stinking hard because everything is so expensive these days. So, Phil, I feel you. Don't be coming out with no expensive global shutter. I can't wait until the day that you're talking about when it gets into the 3,000, maybe the 2,500. Maybe Nikon's the person that needs to do it.
You know what's crazy? And like Scott brought this up and it made me think about it. So Scott, he says, global shutter was the past and the future. We only got rolling shutter when we went to CMOS sensors. You know what camera actually had a global shutter?
What's that?
The original Blackmagic Pocket camera.
That little micro four thirds?
I don't know if it was micro four thirds, but the one that was actually pocketable, not the Pocket 4K.
I think
the original one. Like that was actually a global shutter. And so Scott makes a really good point. We did have global shutter back in the day, but I think as we went to CMOS sensors and we started looking for bigger sensors, I think we had to naturally move away from global shutter because it's a lot of data to read out at one time. So I 100% am down with that. Andy coming in. As a member, shout out to you, Andy, one of our members. Here's one of our member comments. He says, I agree with Brandon on the global shutter tech. It's going to be interesting to see what the market is like when the era comes in. I feel Red will go out in status of cinema to consumer level. Now,
what?
I don't know.
What that last one? I was tracking with you.
Yeah, I was tracking with you until you got to that Red will go out in the status of cinema to consumer.
Now, this is the with the merger. Who knows, bro? Who knows what Nikon will do? Who knows if we'll get a $3,000 Red, a $2,000 Red? Who knows?
I don't.
It's unknowable.
Yeah, I don't know. But
his heart's hurting.
I don't know, but we'll have to see. All right, let's see. Let's go through some more of these really quick. Jarrell is out of focus, FYI.
Here, let's switch.
Let's see. Are you out of focus?
Can't tell. Can't tell.
But let's pull up some more of these really quick. Prioritizing some of our members here. He says, do we need global shutter? Not really. Is global shutter better? Absolutely. You know, do we need any new cameras at this point?
No.
Because everything...
Bro, movies have been shot on the iPhone?
Yes.
I don't know how many.
You are correct.
I would hate I wouldn't hate my life. But everything that's fun about creation, it don't hit the same with the iPhone.
Yeah.
No, and if you're an iPhone shooter and it hits with you, that's great. But it just don't be hitting.
I will say, when it comes to iPhone, I feel like when I get a really good image out of the iPhone,
yes, I'm
always like, wow.
That's what my first actual Nikon felt like. I put it in auto everything, and I would take 1,000 photos. And I would search through I'd cull through and I'd be like, that one looks great. And I don't even know why. That's what iPhone feels like. Oh, that's a dope frame. Why do the rest not look great?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I think I'm with Carlos on this one here. He says, I don't think Red needs to raise to the bottom on wait, what?
Yeah, probably race.
Yeah. I don't think they need to race to the bottom on price. I don't think so either. And I actually think that Nikon buying them gives them an even better chance of staying a bit more in that higher price tier.
Yes.
Because Red definitely started to feel like they were kind of starting to bring their prices down with the original Komodo coming out and then the Raptor even coming out. I know it's still $25,000, $30,000 for the X. But comparing that to like their Monstros, it definitely started to feel like those prices were dropping.
Yeah.
But I think Nikon coming in and letting Nikon be the bottom photography tier and then having Red still live in that cinema space.
Yes.
The $7,000 Komodo X, very interesting decision. Excited to see what they do with that going forward.
I'm here for it.
We will see. I mean, you obviously are here for it. You bought it. Now, Cam
is gonna bust the chat wide open.
Hit it.
I may or may not know anything, but I bet Ari comes out with an affordable camera in the next 2 years. Cam Mackey, you probably know something, but our definition of affordable is different.
Hey, don't be out here trying to shop like these YouTubers.
Affordable for Hollywood, affordable for rental houses. Like, even if Ari put a camera at 20,000,
yeah,
people would buy it 100%.
Yeah,
Piranha would be dead forever. Dude, I don't know why we sounding like Sade out here. I don't know. But gosh, man. I mean, I guess I could get excited for a $20,000 Ari, but get to that 30, get to that 40, which would be affordable for Ari, but dang, that's wild.
All right, now we got a hot take coming in from the chat right now.
Yes.
I'm going to let you say that name because I'm going to butcher it.
Bro, this is so hard. He's coming to Houston.
Oh, yeah. He hit me up. He's coming to Houston.
We're going to meet up.
Yep.
And get some coffee, hang out.
But Azrael says...
Yeah, it's hard. I'm going to have to wait till he gets here to be able to figure out how to pronounce his name. Okay, question, maybe a hot take. If sensors are getting down to under 10 milliseconds in rolling shutter, do we want to sacrifice dynamic range for single digit numbers? So my answer to that is figure out what Red did, especially with the Raptor X.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what they did. Because the day that we can have, and I know that it's reported, but honestly, the extended highlights on the Raptor X, if we can get that in a camera, we can have global shutter and have 17 plus stops of dynamic range, and I think that's actual 17 stops.
Yeah.
Man, we need to get to the eye. We need to get to the eye.
Look, here's the other thing that I fully understand. Like when I talk about dynamic range or we talk about global shutter versus rolling shutter, there are the clear benefits of rolling shutter, or I'm sorry, of global shutter over rolling shutter. Mm-hmm. Main one being the jello, right? But as somebody, and like I don't try to like overly push this because I understand like the Raptor is a very expensive camera, so I want to be very like cautious with the
Raptor and the Raptor.
The Raptor X specifically.
The upgrade up to the Raptor.
The Raptor X specifically is a very expensive camera at $30,000, right? And so I don't want to take this for granted when I say this, but y'all, there are things that you can do with a global shutter that you just cannot do with a rolling shutter. For example, on the Raptor X, and I've been trying to figure out how I want to package this into a video because like the truth is like I don't want to make a video that's like, hey, look at this awesome thing this camera can do. I bet you wish it could do it, but pay $30,000 for it, right? I feel like that's very disingenuous. But I will say, with the Raptor X, there is a mode that's still technically in beta called Extended Highlights. And y'all, this is only possible because of the chip and the fact that it is a global shutter. You cannot get this on the original Raptor.
That and the... I'm going to say quadrupling, but it's only doubling of data rates.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. What it does is because it's doing a full readout, you are actually able to basically get a readout at 2 different exposures. And so, yes, it literally is like double the data rate because you're almost like shooting 2 different videos at 2 different exposures. But then, because Red is raw, you can turn that on and off in post. But literally, you're able to pull back an additional set, or I think it's like an additional stop or 2 of like highlight details. And like this allows you to, and like the way I'm working on this video is basically maybe you don't need a ND filter anymore. Like,
it's 32-bit float for video.
It's wild. It's genuinely wild. But
you will see something blown, like
blown out,
blown. The sky is gone.
Yeah.
You pull it back. The clouds and everything is perfectly, it's wild.
Yeah. So
it's so wild.
So I legitimately feel like when we get to a place where global shutter is in all of these mainstream cameras, your Canons, your Nikons, your Sonys, your Lumixes, okay? Not putting you guys out. Your Blackmagics.
Blackmagic.
Your Blackmagic Mafia. All right. Once we start seeing this technology in in these other cameras, you're going to start to see what global shutter can do, and it's only going to even get better in these cameras.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. I believe Carlos. So I was going to talk about that one, but I feel like that's way beyond people. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Phantom track. So if you do virtual productions,
Yeah.
Phantom track is game changer.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all look that up for yourselves. But Phantom track, bro, talk about like a production company coming into your city and you can Phantom track. They love you.
Yes.
They absolutely love you. So that I'll leave that up for you. But I do believe that when we look at global shutter, we're gonna see that continue to push the needle. And to kind of go back to the top of our story on this, Canon is definitely thinking, or the rumor at least says, allegedly, that Canon is going to be bringing global shutter to their cameras pretty soon.
If you ain't working on it, start working.
Hey, we want it. We absolutely want it. All right, so let's get in off topic. Bitcoin is at.
Is it? No.
I don't think so.
No.
There's no way.
If it was net, oh my gosh, I need to look at that Bitcoin.
I'm gonna go sell
Thank
right
you.
now.
Oh my gosh.
No.
It's at 99,000.
No, it's not.
What happened? What happened? What did I miss?
What?
It's at 99,000.
Am I rich?
Am I not rich?
Am I rich?
Tell me why. When
Sorry, we're
Bitcoin
way
went
off
down,
topic.
tell me why when Bitcoin went down.
Did
I
you
was like,
sell?
I don't know. I didn't sell. I
Oh.
just was like, I should get in. And I'm like, nah, it's too expensive still.
I'm out. All right, this has been fun, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. No, just kidding. I wish I bought more. That's all I can say. Gosh. All right, sorry. Thank you for taking us off topic.
I wish I could go
Gabriel?
back to 2013.
Hey, don't we all? Don't we all?
Bitcoin trillionaires.
All
All of them. I want all of them.
Yeah, I'll take them all and buy some more computers and just start mining.
Oh my gosh.
All right, now, first off, for those of you guys who are tuning in, because we know a few of you guys said you tuned in a little bit late, a couple things I want to do really quick, Jarrell.
Yes.
I have pulled up on this iPad all of our new members.
How many?
We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 members.
Wow.
Hey, first off, we want to say thank you to everyone who signed up for our memberships that we literally launched today. You guys are absolutely amazing. As we said at the top of the show, we're learning memberships for the very first time. And so I just realized that I could actually pull this up in stream.
Yeah.
Also, we're learning how it works with our live stream to be able to actually see when you guys use the custom emojis. Also, you get badges next to your name in chat.
Yep.
And the longer you stay a member, you actually upgrade your badge. And so we'll be able to look at the chat and be able to see how long you've actually been a member. Everybody at this point has been a member for a day. But we are super excited that you guys decided to become members. We have some bonus streams scheduled that we're going to be sharing over on our community page. We also wanted to let you know that as members, you do get access to those, like that community side that are members only. And so we did mention,
Yes.
if you have not seen it already, I'll show off Jarrell's.
Yes.
This is one of our new merch items that are going to be coming out very, very soon. This is the black on black uncensored tee. Also, over the last few weeks, we've been showing you guys a little bit of the new hoodies that we have coming out really soon, and have a lot of different merch. So as members, definitely make sure you guys go check out the members only tab, because this week we'll actually be dropping the link to be able to order merch early. And then officially next week we'll actually be dropping the merch for everyone else. So definitely make sure you keep an eye on that.
Yeah, Brandon, we're filmmakers. We love this. What we aren't, we are not merch people. Like, we are not we're not a store.
No.
We don't have a warehouse. We're gonna try to guerrilla gang this. We're just gonna try to. I don't even know what that means. I just made that up. We are literally just gonna try to do this. So this is not for fake hype. We know that going into the holiday season, schedules are gonna be busy. Things are gonna be crazy. We are gonna do a limited run, primarily so that we are not like, just in case y'all go wild and y'all buy a bunch of stuff. We don't want to be on December 24th making t-shirts. So with that being said, we wanted to open up merch.
Well, I want to make it very clear. On December 24th, I will not be making t-shirts.
We wanted to open up merch to members first because we're only going to do a limited quantity. We are going to relaunch merch into the new year.
Yeah, at some
point.
But
like we're literally, I mean, we don't even know, but probably less than 100 items because we cannot be making shirts and shipping stuff. We want to make sure you guys get it before Christmas, but we can't be doing it. So this isn't for fake hype. We just want to be able to offer merch to our members first, knowing that we're going to do a limited run.
Yeah, and if you guys, the only thing with the memberships that we haven't been able to see on stream is like what tier y'all are on. So just know that they're the second tier, lights, camera, you do get a discount on merch.
Yes.
So definitely make sure you're looking out for that members only tab because we're going to put the code that you'll be able to use to get that discount on that merch. So just be aware of that. That will be coming soon. But I just wanted to take a moment in the stream to just say thank you guys. We love hanging out with you every single week. And we do this for you guys. All right. Kind of moving on to a semi next topic. I skipped it. This is a short one, and so we'll bleed these two together. But we did get some other new announcements, some actual products that you can buy. First, Sigma has come out with a new set of lenses for your Canon fan people.
Yes.
Although it is still for
you Nikon people.
Oh, I guess they did do the Nikon out.
No,
no,
the red users.
Oh. Jesus. I was like, did they do the Nikon? I was like, did I miss that? I guess Komodo X only users because they are Sigma RF APS-C lenses.
Well, yeah, and Komodo. OG Komodo.
What?
OG Komodo.
And OG Komodo, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's not for full
You can
frame.
put that Raptor in Super 35.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
What do you mean?
You want me.
You do it every week.
I do, but hold on. What I'm saying is, by your statement, you want me to take my Raptor X, put it in Super 35 mode, so I can put some Sigma glass on it?
Whoa. Whoa. Hold on.
No, come back to me. You know why? Because I'm shooting shots.
Whoa.
I'm shooting shots over here.
Whoa. I will make sure I didn't say I want you to do it. Sigma wants you to do
it. they wilded.
Send out those lenses.
I'll throw them on the R7.
Send out those lenses because Brandon's a hater and we need to prove him wrong. I love Sigma.
I do too. But
obviously he doesn't.
I'm not throwing it on my Raptor.
He's so uncensored. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not.
Wow.
I am uncensored.
We too bougie.
Super chat coming in from bougie. Oh my. Super chat coming in. He says, this week I purchased the A7S III on sale, still unopened, and with the 25-day return window, I need. What is it?
Solid A7 IV
rumors before I open the box. Is killing me just looking at the box.
Dude, your level of patience, your level of self-discipline to literally purchase something brand new, not open it. Dude, that's wild.
You know what else is wild?
I could never.
It's dance time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's $10 on that. Hey, shout out to you for that.
We're just trying to make new dance moves. We always gotta
put the hands
go
up
high.
I will say, I don't know if we're gonna get any A7 V solid rumors.
Ooh.
And with the new A7, with the A9, gosh, these names are so bad. With the A1 II, I'm not 100% sure if we're going to see like any solid A7 V stuff, probably until February, March at the earliest.
Yeah, I would AF-C, I would literally say NAB is probably the closest that you're going to get.
Yeah.
Like the week before or at NAB.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
that's what,
coming.
March?
But this is what I will say to you. Bro, I got to be real with you. That A7S III is still a banger. And when that A7 V comes out, it's going to be good. But that A7S III is a banger. I'm sure we have plenty of A7S III owners in the chat. Not as many as Canon users, but they will testify that A7S III is nice.
Yeah, and if you need more feedback, just go watch every FX3 video because it's the same camera. It's the exact same camera. But yeah, anytime, bro. Any time. Yeah, I'm shooting shots.
Dude, Preston.
Yes, I'm triggered.
Yeah, Preston. That
It's
was
not
some
hatred.
heartfelt Sigma hatred.
You know what it is? It's not even hatred. It's frustration with Canon.
Oh.
Because I know. What you looking out for?
That is not a truthful statement.
It is.
He's mad that it's a crop sensor.
It is. That's it. That's literally it.
That's not Canon's fault.
That is Canon's fault.
Sigma.
No.
Make some full frames.
They can't. Canon will not let you make full frame RF lenses.
You seen the contracts?
What do you mean? Have I seen?
Have you seen the contracts?
No, I have not seen the contracts.
Okay. This is allegedly.
Oh my god.
This is allegedly.
Hey y'all.
Hey Scott, stop it with your allegedly talk.
No, Scott knows the truth. Scott's got the truth, and he's got my back. Look, Sigma wants you to buy full frame, but Canon doesn't want anybody to have access to that RF full frame. Don't argue this fact. You will lose.
So, Brandon.
I'll put the camera on you, grab my laptop, and go pull up the contracts. It's uncensored up in here, bro.
Dude, how do you know that this isn't an evil plan from Sigma?
Because Scott said it. Because Scott said it. Look at the chat.
Hold on.
Scott said it.
Man, allegedly.
No,
hold on. How do you know that this is not a evil plan from Sigma? Sigma, I got to throw you under the bus to show for Canon.
Hey, Cam says, why are you acting like Tyson right now?
Tyson did not win. But what if this is Sigma's evil plan? Just go with me. Put the tinfoil hat on.
No, there's no reason to. I got my uncensored hat on.
What if Sigma said, let's release APS-C lenses, and then 6 months later, let's release some full frames, make them buy twice? I'm just saying. Sounds like some Jake Paul foolery.
Sounds like you're full of some Jake Paul foolery. What are you talking about? Bro, that's about it. That's like literally your statement is about as true as saying that fight was real.
I'm asking. No cheeks.
No, we all know Canon is playing dirty. They
need to open it.
Hey, and
they need to open it beyond Sigma.
Now, okay, this is a really good point. Laowa makes RF lenses, and this is true. Irix makes RF lenses. DZO makes RF lenses.
Yep.
Blaze, I don't know Blazar. They might be LPL. But here's the thing. It's to clarify the statement. Canon does not allow autofocusing full frame RF lenses to be created by anybody else. They has a patent, and they're not opening it up. They opened it up about 3 months ago for crop sensors, but the truth is, I don't look. Canon,
you don't think that they're not going to? In your heart of hearts, tell the truth.
Do I think they will eventually?
Yes.
Honestly, here's the thing.
Tell the truth.
If you would have asked me before they dropped the new hybrid lenses, I would have said, yeah, they're going to, because they're almost done. But now they keep coming out with new lenses, remaking the exact same lens they already made.
Right now, so we can have it on stream, November 22nd at 12:28. Brandon Washington thinks that Canon will not open up the RF mount to full frame autofocus lenses.
Third-party lenses?
Third party.
I don't see them doing it at least for another year now.
No.
Ever?
Ever.
My heart wants to say
Because
that they will.
Are they paying?
My
Do they pay like a?
I'm sure there's a license.
Like a
I'm sure there's a
license.
patent license.
Yeah.
But here's
It's
the
money,
thing.
bro.
There is money.
It's money, bro.
But I believe that Canon is overcharging for the tech that they're currently putting in their lenses.
Okay.
And the second they open it up and Sigma can make a set of full frame autofocusing RF lenses that
We
can
already
take
bought, baby.
full, they're not exact. And
We
that's
already
it.
bought, baby.
Until they feel like they have full market saturation
For
of
sure.
their lenses,
For sure.
they will not open up that mount, because currently the only reason why people are buying Canon RF lenses
Yeah.
is because it's the only option on the market.
You
It's
think I disagree with you?
borderline monopoly.
It is monopoly. You think I disagree with you? I agree with you. I also am I don't know what they would call it. Businesses are going to do what businesses are going to do. You want to do it? Do it. People might hate you for it. I think that you should open it up to third parties. I'm not shilling for Canon. I think that it should have been day one RF, 100% open. I'm just saying, Sigma has been asked several times about this full frame, and several times they have said they are not being prevented from making it on the record.
Well, let's go to Scott. Go ahead.
You know, there's some other fun stuff with the RF mount I wish I could share. But let's just say a certain company saved, what does it say? Saved RF for Canon. What?
I'll say what
does
that company
mean,
is.
Scott?
He's saying Red saved Canon.
What do you mean?
Because
that
when
mean?
Red put the RF mount on their camera, it opened up the door for that mount to be able to used on other cameras.
What
And
does he mean by saved, though?
I don't know. Scott, you got to give me a call after this. We need clarification.
If Canon was pulling Lumix numbers, 6% of the market, maybe I could say saved. Maybe Nikon saved Canon, brought him up a couple points. We have 50, baby.
Look, I'm just reading between the lines here. I'm just reading between the lines here, all right? I'm just reading between the lines here. All right.
What did they say about me? What did they say about me? Go up.
Where?
Oh, it says back focus. I don't know. Caleb, I will also let you know that there is no Wizard of Oz. There is no one here to save us. We're gonna have to save ourselves. It's just Brandon and I in this office. So it is sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been downgraded to 95% correct.
I'm 95. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. In fairness, it's Canon's, and this is Scott. In fairness, it's Canon's mount. They can do what they want.
Go up one more. To the COG mission. Yeah, camera companies are not victims. They're not.
Okay.
If they wanted to buy Red, Raws, now this is a different thing. If people wanted to if people wanted to buy that RF license, if they wanted to buy it, there was probably an offer that they could have given Canon. Same thing with the R3D.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow, what sounded bad? See, this is the problem with the
chat. We're always like
chat,
we're always like 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, who knows?
All right. Now, that was supposed to be a short story. Let's keep it pumping.
Ron, we do need that
put a remote
LiDAR focus.
Hold on, I got you. I'm gonna just make the adjustment.
Oh gosh. Everybody about to see. Okay, you want to put it? What are you gonna do?
Make it where I can control it.
Oh, so I can hunt? Hey, I'm speaking the truth now.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either. Oh, he's talking about the R3D. People could buy it.
Oh, okay.
Patrick Mahomes.
You're so out of focus right now.
Am I more out of focus?
Oh, they can't see you.
Keep it on the wide. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes has to say, I have $4.5K to spend on a camera before year end for tax reasons. I do small crew and solo shoots, plus an upcoming pilot with a tiny crew. No brand loyalty, considering the Pixis, Nikon, Canon, Yeah, I've got an answer. I don't know what you're going to say about Patrick Mahomes.
I didn't even hear it, so go ahead.
So he's got $4.5K to spend, has to spend it for tax purposes by the end of the year. Hey, we in HD, mama. Mahomes, I'm going to say the Pixis. Because for me, if you have $4.5K to spend, you're going to have a small crew. You're going to need to rig it, even though it has quite a few mounting options. You're going to need some accessories. You're going to probably want to pick up their monitor, even if it's not necessarily able to buy right now. So at 3, I don't feel like you really want to push. You don't want to buy a camera at 4.5. And I can't think of any small crew cameras at 4.5 outside of maybe the C70. But I would go with the Pixis there.
Okay, can you read the question again for me?
Yes, he has $4.5K to spend on a camera before year end for tax reasons. I do small crew and solo shoots, plus an upcoming pilot with a tiny crew. No brand loyalty, considering the Pixis, Nikon, Canon. Any recommendations?
Ooh, dude, that's $4,500. That's a lot. That can take you a lot of places. Mark is on a whole nother level. Mark is thinking like it's 2027. He says, buy a $4,500 rental gift card. It's not a bad piece of advice. It's not a bad piece of advice, but I know it's not fun. I know it's not what everyone's wanting. I'm seeing a lot of Z8s. Z8s. Scott saying FX3. He says, get yourself two. Pressing in here with the Lumix gang. 2 S5 2Xs. Nikon Z6 III, save the money for native lenses unless you do. Yeah, it's really tough because like where I think the Pixis could be a really good buy.
Yeah.
You do have like, I don't know what else he already owns.
Yes.
And so like I understand you have no brand loyalty, but like do you own anything? Because I would say stay within your own ecosystem, or if you are open to jumping ecosystems, I would definitely go with like Nikon is a good option. I think the Z8 is a good option at $4,500.
Speak to this, Brandon, because you're probably one of the few people, well, not people in the chat maybe, but like Z8 small crew. What does that look like for you on a small production?
I mean, you still have cam ops.
Yeah,
you still have a DP.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying the workflow is the Z8 a good small crew camera?
Yeah, I think you can take any camera and put it to a small crew.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen the iPhone get used with $100,000 worth of grip and like 30 people on set.
That was a massive crew.
That was so stupid.
That was a massive.
But it can be done. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You can still have focus pullers. You could throw PL adapter on there, use autofocus or manual focus lenses, and then have a first AC, the whole nine. I think that what it comes down to is like what camera is going to give you the most bang for your buck at $4,500. And when it comes to image, I think that your best options are probably the Z8 or the Pixis. But what it comes down to is what ecosystem do you want to get into? I feel like if you're already in a pre-existing ecosystem, that's not any of the ones that we're talking about. The Pixis is the one that I think you can easily flex into and flex back out of. So like if you shoot Canon, you can pick up a Pixis and you're fine. But once you start jumping into, if you shoot Canon and you jump into Nikon, those lenses don't translate. None of the accessories translate. So for me, it's like, what do you already have and how are you going to be able to bring that over? So that's my honest opinion. I would if I had $4,500 to spend and I needed to spend it for like tax reasons, I'm buying lenses and lighting. Something that's going to carry me across any camera purchase, any rental purchase.
Let us know what you're currently shooting on.
Yeah, so that's just my opinion.
And what it's not doing that you wish you could do, because that's going to be like really important.
Yeah, and that's sort of my thought. So
he says he has lights and lenses.
Yeah, well, you got $4,500 to spend. You could gift 450 memberships.
This man's wild. Dude, JR, that's actually a really good point. I would see if you could find a used Komodo for $3,000. I have seen them on Facebook. I actually just saw a used Komodo, 54 hours on it. It was a white one, so a Stormtrooper one, for $3,600.
Was it in Austin?
I don't know.
Okay, because I was gonna say I have a friend of mine who just talked somebody down to $2,700 for a white one. I'm not even kidding. It's an OG Komodo. I want to make sure I'm getting that number right. I gotta check my
That is
my deal.
so disrespectful.
I'm not trying to be mean.
If somebody said, if I ever put my KX up for sale, and somebody said to me, "Can I get it for like 45?" I'd be like, "For you, 12,000."
For you, 12,000.
Get out of here with that trash. 2,600?
Yeah, let me double check.
The rent must be due, bro.
Hold on. Let me double check.
The rent must be due.
Yeah, 2,600. 2,600.
Wowzer.
Wild.
Tough times out here.
Look, that's it.
Kids got to eat.
2,600.
Kids got to eat.
Yo, but that's the thing. OG Komodos right now are going for such crazy low price. Like literally
26 is disrespectful.
I was like, yo, for 26, like let me get that deal. I got some breaking news that I gotta confirm is true really quick. I got the text message about it.
Bitcoin just went to 115,000.
I gotta let me just double check because this may change my entire afternoon. Oh, it is. This is a true statement. This must have just happened. I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
Breaking live?
Yes.
Breaking on Uncensored?
Yeah, well, for some of y'all, this might be breaking news. For me, it was. I just got the text message. Kendrick Lamar has officially released a new album.
Oh, wow.
Right now. If y'all don't know, Kendrick is my favorite artist of all time. You want to hear something? You want to hear a crazy stat?
What's that?
So on YouTube Music, they will tell you like how much of a fan you are.
Uh-huh.
I am in the top 1 percentile of Kendrick streamers.
Dude, that's wild.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
And I've got all of his vinyls right over there.
Yeah.
But this is a new album from Kendrick. It just dropped. And he did release a Heart Part 6.
Shout out to you, Drake.
Yay.
You want to know why?
Because I got more Kendrick music this year.
You lit that fire.
Hey, I love what Drake did this year.
Dude, that's wild.
Like, my second favorite artist has always been Cole.
Somebody clip that.
But yo,
I love what Drake did this year.
Drake gave me is the best year ever.
Yeah.
If Drake wasn't stupid, I wouldn't have gotten half my favorite songs that I've had this year. So I had him on repeat. I know what I'm doing for the rest of the evening. I'm listening to Kendrick on repeat all day today. That's exactly what's happening as soon as this stream is over. All right. Last little bits of news. I got to give quick one. Got to give some shout outs to Nikon.
Yes.
A few months ago, I went on a rant. I did it. I went on a rant here on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I basically yelled at every camera brand for this nonsense that they do, where they announce a new camera, and then it's like months before it's actually available.
If not the following year.
Yes, it's really dumb and annoying, and I absolutely hate it. But what's really dope is that maybe not as many people are going to care about this one, but the Nikon Z50 Mark II is actually already available in stock on B&H's website. Now, I know that's not going to be the camera for everybody, but I do want to give praise where praise is due and hopefully help move the culture of camera releases into the world of we announce a camera and then it's weeks later, days later, same day that you can order it and have it shipped directly to your house. So shout out to Nikon for doing that.
Seriously, y'all stop doing those Indiegogo Kickstarter campaigns. Y'all are full companies. Release your cameras.
Yeah, really. Like you already know. You already know. And I'm here for it. So shout out to you. Shout out to Nikon for making that happen. Yeah, Brandon says we're going back to Kendrick for a minute because if y'all rock with Kendrick, bro, this stream just became even 10 times better. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Doc says he loves some Kendrick himself. I guess he says what Cam says. Yep, my favorite too. Indigenous people getting mad though. Guess he said some ish. I guess we'll figure out what he said. I'm gonna listen to the stream as soon as it happens. Brandon says, "Yep, just drop. Listen to it right after the live, bro. If we could do live listening parties without getting the stream taken down, that would be so sick. There's this YouTuber I listen to, Anthony Fantano. Somehow he gets away with listening to music on videos. I don't know how he does it.
I think it depends on the artist.
Yeah, but the new album is I don't know, is G and X, like what is that? How do you pronounce it? I gotta listen to the album.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you, Tanner. Album of the year. This is gonna be the Super Bowl right here. Hey, you know what I
when
want?
Drake thought he escaped 2024.
Hold on. You know what I want to happen?
Yeah.
I gotta say this for the stream because I do want this to be clipped. I don't know how, but I want this to be clipped. I just want at the Super Bowl, we just hear like it. You know how they're like Super Bowl sponsored by Apple Music, and it's like it's blacked out.
Yeah.
All I want is just like a bass, like just like this like bass hit, and I just want to hear biggest of what. Biggest of what? Biggest of what? Biggest of Super Bowl. Skirt.
Yeah. Dude.
A minor. That's what I want.
Bro.
And then like Kendrick comes out, does his stuff, right? Halfway
Drake's
through
like,
the song.
pay me.
Halfway through
Pay
the
me
song.
for that sample.
You ready? Halfway through the song, Lil Wayne comes out. Talking some right? And then when Wayne's about to walk off,
Yeah.
you just hear Wayne go, Psst, I see dead people. And then let the track run. Let the track run, and then let's have the best Super Bowl of all time.
Yes.
I don't even care who's playing this year.
Yes.
Like normally I'm down for the game. This year, I feel like this is gonna sound bad, but I feel like my wife doesn't care about football at all. She only watches the Super Bowl for the commercials and the halftime show.
Yeah.
I feel like her this year because I'm like, I don't even care who plays. I'd love for the Texans to be there. Will they be there? I don't know. But I know Kendrick gonna be there.
Yeah.
So I'm down. I'm down. Oh, sorry. Tangent. But yo, this is a big day for me. Anytime Kendrick releases, I got my friend Nathan, he texts me.
Yeah.
Like he texts me immediately. He's like, Kendrick just dropped.
Dude, that's dope.
We were on it. Sorry. But yeah, Cole's a strong second.
Yes.
Cole's a strong second for me. Gabriel, get out of here.
What did he? Oh.
Let's see. My brother-in-law said the album is straight heat, bro.
Oh,
we about to find out. Yeah.
He is pro crypto. Oh, that's why it's pumping. Pump.
Let's run it. But yo, I'm definitely down. Who doesn't love Kendrick? I don't know. Something wrong with you.
Drake.
Oh, you know who was Team Drake during the stream? God, I hope he's watching.
Who?
I'm gonna put him on blast. I should put him on. I should not put him on blast, but I should put him on blast.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Should I put him on blast?
Hey, you silent watcher?
Yeah. You know who told me he's watching the stream but hasn't commented once?
Yeah.
Mr. Porter.
Mr. Justin Porter.
Hey, he was Team Drake.
Getting called out.
He was Team Drake until A minor showed up.
We know you ain't working right now.
Hey, Doc. Yo. He says, I got half that GNX vinyl when it comes. Bro, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a super chat for yo. Hey, I wish I could play Kendrick right now. I can't. I can't because they would take the stream down.
Yeah.
But we might just, you know what sound effect I need?
Which one?
Psst. That's all we need. Hey, we doing that one. But shout out to you, Doc. Appreciate you getting half of that vinyl for me because you know we buying it. You know we buying it. You know we buying it. Just pretend.
Pretend it ain't this.
Yeah.
This music.
Yeah. Yo, Preston, I did see that. Yo, did you see Mustard when he was DJing?
Yeah.
And he goes, psych.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mustard killed it.
People lost it, bro.
Bro, I lost it watching the clip. All right. The last little bit of news that we have for you guys today. This one was a little controversial. So we've talked about this on the stream a few times. I'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on this. But AI is back in the news. If y'all have not seen this news story, it actually made it onto Good Morning America, I think it was, which is why I think it's like really blown up.
Straight outrage.
Yeah, but like apparently everybody's familiar, I'm sure, with the Coca-Cola ads where they show they show Santa Claus, which I didn't know that Santa Claus's like aura that we now look at was designed by Coca-Cola. Like Coca-Cola is the first person to like have the fat white dude with the beard, right?
Marketing since 1909.
Crazy, right?
Cam Mackey, that's how you get your tweets not read out. Tweets. That's how comments don't get. Wow. Hey, if y'all want to go back to the days of old, bro, and start battling it out in super chats, Porter has been called out.
Oh my God. He gonna be mad at me. He is gonna be mad at me.
Bro, Cam, we can't pull that up on the stream, but we can do this.
Yeah, we'll make we'll give you
What?
Wait, which one did you press?
What? Oh.
You pressed
sorry.
the wrong one.
I did, sorry.
He's not a member. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Cam, for that.
Thank you, Cam. But yo, if we I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? That comment
Dude,
is
Cam's
out of
comment
pocket.
was so wild,
It's
bro.
so out of pocket.
I don't even know.
Oh, we're talking about AI, Coca-Cola. So yeah, Santa Claus designed by Coca-Cola.
Yes.
So if y'all haven't seen, Coke just released one of their holiday ads, which we all know. They used polar bears and people drinking Coca-Cola, and they have like basically marketed Christmas to death at this point. Like our vision of what Christmas is almost exclusively comes from Coca-Cola, because other people see that and then they rip it and make their own versions, right?
Yes.
Yo, yes, we're talking AI. Look, what's absolutely insane is that Coca-Cola, who's probably spends millions, billions? No, not billions, in marketing.
Lifetime?
Yeah.
Easy.
Over $1 billion in a lifetime.
Oh man, I would say more.
They have
Billions.
released their first one. I'm not gonna say it's 100% because I don't know that to be true, but it is a almost fully AI commercial.
Yes.
Including AI animations.
Yes.
And this is the one I think that's throwing people off. AI people.
Yes. So let us know if you've watched the Coca-Cola AI ad. If you haven't, just Google it. Bro, I was actually a little surprised at the outrage from normal people. I know when companies slash their marketing budgets for content creators like us and filmmakers, I understand why we would get outraged. But it felt like every day people were angry. I saw comments like, this is soulless.
Yeah.
And how they weren't going to drink Coke anymore. It's like, stop lying.
That's not true.
Stop lying.
That's not true. No.
That's a drug.
Yeah, you're addicted.
You're going to keep drinking. If you're not drinking Coke anymore, you weren't a Coke user before.
Yeah. So, Doc's got some numbers for us.
Yes.
He says that Coca-Cola disclosed worldwide advertising expenses of $5 billion
in 2023.
In 2023, an all-time high. That was up 16% from $4 billion in 2022. Dude, that's genuinely insane to think that much money goes into marketing. It makes sense because you are the biggest. I mean, you're the biggest brand in the world, right?
It works.
So my question is, how much money did they save by going all AI? And then here's the other question, right? Here's the other one that I think is ridiculous. How much, and it could be negative, but I'm going to go with somebody who a lot of people don't like, but I still listen to his music. I don't care what anybody says. Kanye. How much negative earned media did they gain? Like right now, we're talking about them. How much negative earned media did they actually obtain by running this AI ad where they're still going to sell Coke?
Oh, 100%. So, Brandon, I don't know if this has happened to you yet. I have a client that is requesting AI content from me.
What does that mean?
So, imagine this is a person that at times doesn't want to be a face in front of the video.
Oh, they want like an AI avatar for themselves?
No, not necessarily, although that could be in the cards.
Okay.
They want to be talking about the desert, and there is AI video of the desert, and there's their voice behind it. So I've had a real client that's asking me to put together a proposal on how to be able to do that effectively. And so I've been doing a lot of research, doing a lot of jumping in to see the different programs and how you do it, and using Midjourney and using Runway AI and all these like different services or whatever. When you say how much money did they save, I don't think that this is so much about savings for Coca-Cola. Like,
even at that size, I mean, they're a
so this
big
is just,
company.
just an opinion. Like,
Okay.
I don't think that it's money saved. I think for them, it's, I want to be acquainted with the future. I want to be a, what do they call it? An early adopter.
Okay.
They want to be first. They're not first because Toys R Us was first, and there's might even somebody before Toys R Us. But I think that for them, they could probably lose $5 million and no one would notice.
Yeah.
They're like the Pentagon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? like, bro, we know who lost $5 million? I don't know.
Well, we have a massive budget. We can't account for it.
Yeah, for sure. I imagine that Coke is more just like, we want to be operating in this space. And I think they also want to test the water. Like this year, they could tell. Next year, can they?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And so they're just testing the water of like, when will they not be able to tell? Let's make sure we're not last to the game on this. That's just me personally.
You know what I also think is probably interesting? And like you can sometimes, like when you create content, especially online, sometimes you don't know something until you test it officially, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, let's make this 100% AI ad. And then let's see what part of it pisses them off.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the people? Is it the animals?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that like they could tell that it was AI? Because like Apple has been telling us now, they're like, we've always had AI. We just called it machine learning. You know what I mean? And like nobody cared. I wonder, one, if at the scale of Coca-Cola, how will it be interpreted by other people? I also am very interested in like,
do they own stock in Runway AI?
Oh, you gotta imagine. I mean, I don't know if it's public knowledge yet. I don't know if they used Runway. Did they say if they used Runway?
No, probably not. But I feel like Runway, and this is my opinion from this research, Runway is the best right now.
Well, that's also because you don't currently have access to Sora.
Yes. 100%.
But I would imagine Coca-Cola has access to Sora.
Yeah.
If they want it, they got it.
Let me hold that.
So that's where I'm like, I wonder like if this is like a deal where Sora was probably like, let us make an ad for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we can like say we did this ad for you. Coca-Cola's like, yeah, ain't no skin off our. We already shot the actual real one.
Yeah.
Let's drop yours first. Let everybody be mad, and then we'll drop our real one. And then everyone's like, oh, good. Coca-Cola listened to us. I'm gonna go buy 5 cases of Coca-Cola now because this addiction was hitting me. I was getting withdrawal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's actually going to. I don't think anybody's actually going to boycott Coca-Cola for this.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to see what I worry. I don't know if I worry. I don't know how it's tough. But what I think about this is that like when Toys R Us does it, don't nobody care.
Yes.
And
it
I thought Toys R Us was out of business
so
for the most
creepy.
part. It looks really bad.
It was so bad.
But it's also like magic and toys and blah, 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 right? But the people look bad. What I'm very interested in is like how do the people who like the everyday people now seeing a big brand like Coca-Cola do it, do other companies go, well, if Coca-Cola can do it, then we can do it.
Oh, 100%.
We just need to not maybe use people.
That's the reason why I think that Coca-Cola owns stock in Sora or Runway.
Yeah.
Because literally, once the biggest company in the game does something, all of these other little companies that decide, oh, let's follow Coke's lead, they ride the roller coaster to the top of the mountain, baby.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, let us know in the chat. What do y'all think? Do y'all think this? Do you think the AI is the full AI commercials? Is that too much? Do you think it should be a hybrid of both? Honestly, I think in the future the AI is going to be so good you're not going to be able to tell.
It don't matter what you think, chat. I'm sorry, I ain't being mean. AI is not for everyone. Praise the Lord. some of us are going to have jobs. But AI, oh my gosh, it's going. Coca-Cola using them on year one. Bro, there's going to be 20 AI ads next year. There's going to be 1,000, 10,000 the next year.
Yeah.
Then we're going to be like, can we see something real? Can real people do something now? We're going to see an AI movie.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
Like that floodgate is coming. So hope you bought your Bitcoins.
Well,
oh my
we
God.
just want to quickly give a quick shout out to everyone who signed up for memberships. I want to make sure that I refresh this, make sure I got everybody, because this is something we're going to try to do. We're going to try to shout out all of our members on every single stream.
Yes.
I'm going to butcher some of these names. Adrian, shout out to you. Brian, Preston, JR Media House, Andy, Tony, Mark, Chris, Mahomes. Shout out to you. Robert, Logan, Carlos, Ron, Sade. Shout out to you. AFSEL,
AFSEL.
AFSEL, is that where we're going? AFSEL and Colton. Shout out to each and every one of y'all who signed up to be one of our members. Definitely make sure you go check out our members area in our community. We're going to have some special videos going up for you guys real soon. Information about the merch will be dropping there exclusively for y'all for early access, as well as for everybody else. We will be doing the launch of the merch next week. Last bit of information. Yes, this is live. Mr. 09 Production. Is this live? Yes, this is live.
Welcome.
I will say, Glory. Cam, you are out of pocket today.
Bro, text him. That man. Text him.
Ask him why he's not watching.
Y'all need to reconcile, bro.
Last little bit of information here. We did want to say that next week's episode, we are going to be doing, not only will we be celebrating my birthday,
yes,
but it is also going to be Black Friday.
Yes.
So what we need you guys' help with is we need you guys to let us know what Black Friday items y'all are currently looking at and are actually going to be buying.
Yes.
Because next week, it's going to be Black Friday. Everyone's going to be shopping. And so on the stream, we want to find the best deals for filmmakers. We want our video to be the host for the best deals for Black Fridays. Let's help some broke filmmakers out.
Yes. Guys, we already know you're on the internet. We already know you're looking. Make sure you bring that info to Uncensored.
Yes, bring that info to us. We're going to be showing off some of the best deals. Super, super excited. Can't wait for next week's episode. We're going to have some special stuff going on because, like I said, it's my birthday. So
yes,
we're going to turn up a little bit.
Yes.
We're going to turn up next week. So if you enjoyed this week's episode, make sure y'all are there next week. It's going to be a blast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this week's episode of Uncensored. Y'all make the show. Literally, y'all make the show what it is. We couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you guys so much. Jarrell, any last words?
Lit.
Oh my gosh. Hey, our members are going to know what that is. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.